Alright. How is everybody doing? Welcome back to Vosnet-Gaming and the stream. We haven't done one of these for quite a while, but I've got a bit of time tonight, and I thought I'd play a little bit of a chilled one called The Last Caretaker. Now, I don't know if you've seen this game before, but it's currently in early access, early release, as you can see from the screen here. And it's pretty chill, gotta say. It's pretty chill. I'm liking it. Now, I haven't made any videos of this yet, other than a 2-minute review. And if you haven't seen that, go and check it out. Yeah, this game is keeping me coming back. It's one of those slow burn sort of games where you don't really spend a lot of time in the mix of action and stuff like that. You're just sort of milling around, looking after stuff, taking care of stuff, you know, caretaking. That's what you do. And yeah, so the premise is, so far the Earth seems to be flooded. The entire globe is now covered in a massive ocean. Well, at least it is where I am anyway. And humanity, before it disappeared, it looks like it disappeared off to the stars, built all these sort of oil rigs and stations and things like that are out in the ocean. And it's our job as the last robot caretaker to go around and look after those, clear off some of the infestations that have now occurred, and yeah, rebuild everything and start getting some human pods sent off up into space. Now we'll jump into the game and we'll see just what it looks like. Yeah, so as you can see, here we are. Now, you join me as I am now a long way through this game now. Well, I say a long way through, but I've managed to get to a point now where I am having to wait for this huge rocket that we've refueled. And I've managed to put in some humans. You go back to the seed vault. You pick up some humans. You have to basically grow them in the pod and then bring them all the way down here to this spaceship, which I'm gradually starting to recharge now. It takes a bit of time though. You've got to build up some sort of infrastructure. Now I've got a solar panel thing going on here. Got a battery system. Got a couple of wind turbines, and as you can see, the power from the wind turbines is flowing through the cable up into my spaceship. And down here, I've repaired this, brought it back online, and this thing creates oxygen and methane. So I've got a tank here that I've repaired. That was still here when I got here. As you can see, got about just over 7,000 litres of oxygen in there now. Got a methane tank here as well, just under 2,000 litres. This thing is a water purifier. They take in salty water. So down here, I've got a pump. See, it did look like these before, but I've repaired it. This pumps up salt water from below. Got a power cable. And this is what it's all about, really. You just got to go around and hunt around all of these things and fix them all up, work out what you're doing, get the power generation going. And as you can see, I've got about 45% worth of the shipping powered up. The power takes a lot longer. What I'm going to probably do, I think, is we're going to try and build a few more wind turbines and solar turbines. I'll take you down to show you my ship that you get as well, which is pretty cool. Actually, we'll go this way. So down here, we have the power line going in. There's another 2 hatches here, one for oxygen there, which is already filled up, and the methane one here as well. So that's all in there. Right at the top, if we take the lift, save the legs. And up here we have the rocket body part itself. Well, the actual payload section. And this is the human pods that I've created, called Lazarus pods. As you see, when you're generating them in the like the human growing plant, which we'll probably end up going back to at some point, the different things you put in there modifies the stats. You can see this one's got a little bit better stats on it. 55 years. They don't live long, do they? 38 years. Seems a bit short on lifespan, but this is only the first rocket. I don't know if we get more rockets later on. The mission was only to put one human pod in there, but I've decided I would take a bit longer. Put a few more in there. Max fill it. So as we can see here, we're still charging. So to try and speed this up, let's see if we can build up some more electrical capabilities. We've got these guys. Some people call them whales. Some people call them angels. They're pretty benign. Not entirely sure what their purpose is. You can kill them though. And if you do shoot them, they will shoot back at you. And they do hurt. So, what do we need? Looks like we need... I think we need more sun. It's more solar power up here. These things do generate a fair bit. But the wind is more reliable. I find the wind, there's always wind, but there's not always sun. So my ship, my boat is down here. There is fall damage, but when you jump into the sea, there isn't. We can just jump off there. It's the quick way down. And this is my ship, the good ship Vos. A few little bits I've set up here. I've got a diesel generator because this ship drinks diesel like you would not believe. I even tried to create a sort of diesel reservoir here as well. I've got a diesel tank which is currently empty. I've got my own power, so the ship will run on both electricity for the lights and everything, but it will also run on electricity for propulsion as well. But it will also run on diesel if you've got it. So this is your diesel engine. You can choose to switch it on or off. Same with the electrical engine. Again, you can switch it on or off. I've got this one maximum boosted right now. These are all the boost pods. This is the best boost pod I can make at the moment. And on this side, on the diesel side, these are 2 upgraded, and these are the maximum upgrade ones. But yeah, as I say, there's no efficiency bonus for putting those in. Unfortunately, that's what they should put into this game, because you'll go through a litre of diesel in about a second. So with 2,000 litres in there, it soon burns off. So here we've got a build station. You don't need to use this all the time. You can build by hand as well, but this is a lot quicker. So we'll build another one of these. So I want to grab all of the missing parts for this. So this one I'll chuck out all the missing parts. In here I'm keeping all of my resources. Electrical cables and things. You see we've got loads of different bits and pieces here. And because they're in this room, the fabricator here will use these resources to build. So yeah, over here we've got some extra bits. Excuse the mess. In here we have, these are all memories, and these are things you can put into as modifiers into the human growing plant thing when we get to do that. Nothing in there. And these are some food modifiers and stuff like that as well. So, bit of ammunition. So yeah, so we can take this stuff. Now, you do have a weight limit to how much you can carry, and one of the bugs in this game at the moment, which is really quite annoying, is that I've got a maximum carrying capacity of 145 kilos, and yet, as you can see at the bottom of my screen here, I'm sort of overloaded kind of icon, but I'm actually not, and it slows you down when you're overloaded as well, which is a bit annoying. So another unfortunate thing in this game is that if I leave the area of this, my electricity will not continue to flow into the ship, which is really annoying. So it's like when you move out of the area, this lot will all obviously despawn, and it won't flow into there, which is a real shame. So it takes a lot longer to get this built, or this done, this phase, which is why I want to put in some more electrical components. So which one do we want to build? It's this one. So we could build this. I think we'll stick that around about there. So just wait for that to rebuild. Takes a few minutes, but all of those components that I did have in my inventory that I built for this are now consumed. Connect a power cable to that, and there we go. We're throwing more power in. So we can have a look here, see how much power we're getting out. Yeah, 21 kilowatts now. That's pretty good. And what I've discovered as well is that a lot of these places, you need to have a battery. You need to have one of these to back everything up. So when you're not consuming power on, in this case, the rocket, it will flow into here and you've got a backup. So in theory, if I switch this off, we'll stop the electrical flow up there. You should start to see the battery starts taking power. There you go. All of the power being generated by these is now diverted into here. So I mean, I could build another battery and link those up, and we could have battery all storing all of the power. So we've got enough. I don't know what will happen once this rocket takes off. Got no idea. But once it's up, hopefully, I don't know if something rebuilds it, or do the angels bring a new rocket from somewhere, or will I have to go somewhere else? I don't know. But what I might do is I might leave this to charge for a minute, and then we could just dump 6 kilowatts straight into there whilst that's going. So another thing we can take a look at. So we can take a look at the map we have so far. So this is the map of everything I've discovered so far. As you can see, so here's the seed vault up here. It's quite a long way away, 12.1 kilometers away. So as you can tell, it takes a little while to get there. You pick up a human seed there, and you have to bring it all the way down to the Lazarus complex here, which is where you then grow your human, which takes about 10 minutes to grow. And then once you've got that pod completed, you bring it all the way over here to this launch station. Now, I've been to a few of these places. As you can see, some of them are still unknown. And what I had hoped to do was go and spend a bit of time exploring these things, but when I came back, the ship has not been taking power. So I have to now stay here. It's the last section on the task I need to do before I can move on to whatever is next. I don't know what's next. So yeah, this is it so far. Also, whilst you're playing this game, if you do decide to play it, you will see, whilst you're travelling around, these little buoys pop up on the surface. Not sure where they're coming from, who's sending them, but they just arrive every now and then. And if you jump up on them, you can open them up, and they come packed with resources. Just a free resource. Once you empty it out, it starts to sink. Well, it does usually. There we go. No idea where it's off to. I've not come down here before. You can only go so deep before the pressure starts to affect you. But you can build that tolerance up with some skills and everything in the game. You've got to be careful down here as well. There are sharks. Always worth checking the bottom of them. Found some secret places on the bottom of these towers. Head back to the ship. So yeah, first thing I realised when I was on this ship is that you run out of fuel pretty quick. If you don't have electrical backup power, then you are screwed. So what I did, I came up with this. I have no idea if this is the best way of doing it. I'm sure other people have got better ideas, but I basically threw up a couple of wind turbines and a solar panel. Wind turbines work better in the storms, but yeah, I also put myself another battery on board. So the ship itself comes with a 6 kilowatt-hour battery, but you can also have another one here yourself. And I use this just to charge myself up should I need to, as you can see there. So I use that as the reserve, and this is all linked together, so when the power's not being used by the ship, most of it will be pumped into the battery to keep that alive. So when it comes to sailing around, I've actually got 12 kilowatt hours of electrical power to do that. That's the best I could come up with. And then, yeah, diesel generator. So basically you can get yourself some biomatter and you can chuck that in there and create some more of that. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to create another large wind turbine, I think. So I'll just build the pieces on my ship because it's a lot quicker than building them by hand. As you can see now, look, we've got a storm outside. And in the stormy weather, the wind turbines really start to generate power. And you can see the power lines start to get brighter the more power they produce. Grab those bits. There we go. Now we've got all the bits I can make another turbine. Where are we? This side. The day-night cycle in this game is pretty quick, actually. Having to run the head torch does really just drain your electrical power. Let's have a look. Where shall I build? I think I should build it here. Build this bad boy. We'll chuck it. Yeah, we'll just chuck it there. That'll do. Might be an idea to build another one of these electrical junctions, actually. I'll just plug it into the battery. Why not? There we go. That battery should be charging up nice now. Almost halfway. Put this back on. There we go. Now we're pumping power. See, unfortunately, my solar panels will not work at night, so that's why I prefer to use the wind turbines. They're a bit more reliable. They'll carry on through the day and night, and they work especially good when the storms are raging, which they always seem to be. Just over halfway now on the power. Hopefully these will start generating some power now as well. I was generating 21. Yeah, see, this has dropped right down to 10 now. It was 21 with these guys. These guys do generate a lot more power than the wind turbines, I think, but Of course, only work half the day. We could switch this on. We could generate some more oxygen doing this. And you see the salty water's now being pumped, being purified, going into the extractor. And then, yeah, we're getting loads of oxygen coming out, which we're storing in here. But we don't really need to do that. So what I've noticed is that you can seem to generate an unlimited amount of oxygen doing this. So there's no more water going in there. It just carries on creating it. You see it's going up. Weird. But it is still consuming some power, so it's going to take me even longer to charge this thing up. We'll shut that down. We get all the power. Yeah. What I might go and do is, whilst we're here waiting for that, let's go and have a look at the launch control section. What's this? Oh, it's an old robot. Now you can break these up, get yourself some tech scraps and other bits and pieces, which we can recycle later. I think I've already searched for all of these. Up to 57% now. Getting there slowly. Getting there all too slowly. Here we go. Now this is launch control. As you can see, I've already created some power over here. You don't need a lot of power for this one. But each sort of section will have sort of power switch, really. And you have to feed the power in to this. This is what powers the section. This is where you can save your progress, and you can also get some vitality, which is the green bar at the bottom there. As you can see, that's all powered up. You don't need a lot of power for that. Just to have the lights on. Powers the doors and things like that. So I can get away with just having one sort of power generator there. Then in here, you might find actually this lift may not work. Yeah. The unfortunate thing is, if you don't have a battery, there's very little power to run lifts. It'll run the lights. That's all you can do, pretty much. More dead robots. You can see we're still waiting on power. Only thing we need. So I'm assuming we can launch the ship from here. Should be pretty cool. Ah, look, there we go. Look, it's one of the sharks down there. Don't want to annoy that guy. Definitely don't want to annoy that guy. So, as you can see, I've already looked around in here. There was nowhere to go in here, I don't think. But you'll find these little secret nooks. Sometimes you can drop through vents if they're broken enough. There we go. As you see, the storms get pretty severe. No wonder the place is flooded. Sometimes you'll find extra resources out on these sort of places. It's worth a quick double check. I don't think I've checked everywhere out here. Another dead robot. Chuck him over there. Kill the scraps. As you can see, you can pretty much destroy most things. You got your tech scraps, and as the high-tech scraps are quite good. We'll have that out of here. As you can see, it builds up all of these. High-tech scraps are pretty good because they generate titanium and things like that. Clean the place up a bit. And now I am starting to feel sluggish, even though I've still got lots of carrying capacity. Not sure why. See if that lets me use the... No, still not enough reliable power in there. But for what we need it for, that's good enough. Little secret area up there. I don't think there's anything left in here though. Cleared this place out already. There we go. Nothing left in there. I can barely move now, I'm so heavy with scrap. That's interesting. Why isn't their power going up there? What has happened? Batteries. Taking on power. This is weird. I'll have to go and check this out. Make myself a bit lighter so I can move. Something must have happened to the... Oh, there we go. The cable's fallen out. There we go. No idea what's happened there. %. Come on. Let's go. .25 kilowatt hours output. Still feels like it's not enough. Anyway, let's go and take this all down to the ship. Here we go. We can just dump this in. Like I say, this is where I keep the memories that I find. This is one of them. So we'll get rid of that. You see, it throws out a load of resources. Cool. I like to keep grey resources in here. The good stuff in here. There we go. I like to keep some iron and plastic on me though, because you can build the connectors up with those. So yeah, pretty much it. We haven't seen any leeches. It's unusual. Give myself a bit of power up. These mines are a bit of an issue. I've got a solution for them. Not that one. Where did I put them? There we are. The old sniper rifle. See if I can take that shark out as well. Never actually bothered killing one of those, but they definitely attack you. Will that bring it over? Not sure. Well, it's not coming over. Right, that's a bit better. $20 that. It's heavy. It's got 2 on it. I'm assuming there's going to be another launch station somewhere. So I'm hoping I won't need to. I don't know. Actually, saying that, I don't know. I've got these generators up here, so do we need to come back here? I found there's oil up here in tanks as well, which I can't use at the moment. Once I get to like level, I think it's level 21, I can build a sort of like an oil refinery, which will allow me to generate diesel, because diesel is one of the hardest resources to come by. This is taking so long. No idea what these guys do. You jump on them. Just slide off. Nothing up here. I checked in those containers. I don't know if I have. Oh yeah, I think I have. Yeah. Look. This is definitely the slowest part of this game so far. This takes way too long. Now you can build batteries, but the only ones I can build that I can carry around are these small ones, and they don't really have a lot. I mean, I do have this little petrol generator. I mean, can possibly generate some electricity with that. I do have, well, I think I do. I think I have some canisters for that. Let's have a look. I keep those in here, my fuel. Here we go. Take these up. wrong side. As you can see, I'm moving really slowly again now. Even though my carrying capacity is 145, it says 96 there. On the low bar at the bottom, the green icon, it says 100%, so that is why I'm moving slowly. I think it's just a bug. It's quite an annoying bug though. I'm not sure if I'm going to make this jump with this speed. Oh, just. Right, okay. See if this helps. Right, we'll switch him on. Not work? Why is that not working? Why isn't that working? Maybe we switch this on. And this. There we go. For some reason that only seems to work though when this is running. Don't know why. It is sending power up this way, but not a lot. Well, it's working, I think. I'm supposed to be outputting 10. Not providing a lot though. I'm wondering. What? Why does that switch off? I don't understand. It's got me confused. Don't understand. Surely it just should just generate power, right? And dump it into the system. Why is it not doing that? Aha. Okay, that's weird. Ah, because it couldn't... This wasn't taking the gas out of here. See, I get it, I get it. Right, what are we getting out now? 20 kilowatts, that's pretty good. Considering these aren't doing anything right now. Right, we don't need to add that on there now, do we? There we go. Now we're rolling. I get it now. Quite often these systems have me thinking, why doesn't this bloody work? %75 of the way nearly. I can say right now it didn't take this long to create the methane and the... or methane, however you want to pronounce it, and the oxygen. Didn't take that long. Power generation is something else. Right, we're up to nearly 30. Oh, we're over 30. That's good. The little generator is helping. It'd be quite nice if I could just pull the power off the ship, but that's all the way down there. It's pretty difficult to do. Oh, we've got a storm as well now. Now the wind generators are definitely going to be pumping out electricity. We'll go up to nearly 50. Now we are punching out some electricity now. %75 of the way there. Still feels like this is taking forever. Only been streaming an hour. We still haven't done this yet. Right, this is about to run out. There we go. That's dead. Next. feel like I need a bigger generator. Oh no, dropped down to less than 40. Well, we've put another 2% in though. That's not too bad considering. Maybe I should just build another wind turbine or something. Don't know if there's a quicker way of doing this at all. Feels like this is the only way. I've got 3 wind turbines. Maybe I should just build another solar. I don't know. I feel like the wind turbines do the better job though. Let's go grab the bits for it. Ah, leeches. And they're all dead. Nice. Make a little bit of diesel. Throw that in there. Boop. Right, that's everything we need to build another turbine, wind turbine. Well, we're not doing too badly now. We've now gone up to 80%. Which is not too bad at all, considering we started this with like 40%, I think it was. Yeah. Build this here. How's the petrol doing? Nearly run out. What, 9 out of that one? It's not. That doesn't really do much. This one. Yeah, it's not too bad. Right, these guys should now start to throw out a bit more power as well. Now the storm's coming. Nice. Now we're rolling. Go on, keep going. Woohoo! 60 kilowatt hours. That's probably the most I've ever managed to generate. Not too bad. Well, whilst we're here, I will thank you for joining. If you're here now, or if you're watching in the future and you managed to make it this far, thanks for watching. Truly appreciate it. It's been a little while since I've been streaming. Got a bit of time tonight, so I thought I'd jump on, Playing a little bit of a chilled game rather than jumping into some Battlefield or Call of Duty. But we will definitely go back to those games at some point. Let's plug that back in. Now I figured out why that wasn't working before. Let me know in the comments or in the chat if you're here, whether you've played this game before and if you've got any tips for me, because I don't really know what I'm doing. I kind of know what I'm doing, but I don't really know what I'm doing. We run out of petrol. %. And the annoying thing is I can't leave. If I leave, none of the power will carry on going into the rocket. Which is really annoying. It's like when I move out of range of this, it just sort of despawns, basically. So I need to stay here whilst this is charging. I can't go off and have another little venture. What's this guy doing here? Is he stuck? This game is proper chill though. I mean, at the moment it's pretty boring because I'm just standing around waiting for this thing to charge up, but it's literally the last thing I need to do. I've been pretty much everywhere. I've cleared a lot of places out now. Hopefully once this takes off I'll get a new quest to do. I'm pretty sure there's going to be another... There's got to be another launch site because this can't be the only one I do. Ah, there's a memory there. I didn't know that was there. Every time you pick up one of these memories, you get extra logs data as well. You get information about what people were doing, why they were here, all that kind of stuff. Bit of history as to why the Earth has become a complete ocean by the looks of it. I don't think there's any... I'm not sure. Maybe there is dry land out there somewhere. We just haven't found it yet. I think 40 kilowatt hours is probably going to be the average that we can generate right now. %. We're getting there. Just going to check these towers for any bits and pieces I haven't seen. I haven't checked all of these towers yet. Oh, look, it's a battery. I don't want that. Just want to pick it up. There we go. Going to dump that in. Nothing up here. %, now. we go. Didn't take long to use that up though. There we go. Nearly at 90%. The reason I put this battery here is I was thinking I might end up, if I do reuse this launch pad, which I don't know if you would. I'm not sure how it would, because who would make the rocket, right? I haven't seen anywhere where I can make it yet, so I don't think I make them. So there might be another launch site, but if I do get to reuse this, then I was thinking at least I can have some power saved up. And if we do end up using it, maybe I'll just make a string of batteries along here. We'll have, you know, maybe these can each take 6 kilowatt hours, I think, each. So yeah, maybe we string these along. How many do we need? We need 60. I'd need 10 batteries to be able to fully charge a rocket straight away. Maybe I wouldn't need that much. Maybe if I just like made 5 or, you know, 5 or 6 or something like that, so I get a good chunk of power. Or maybe if there is another site that I will eventually find, I know what to do straight away. I just build a wind farm, build up a battery bank ready, whilst I spend time making oxygen and methane, and filtering the water and everything. Yeah, that would make sense. So I could do that and then another launch site, just make a power plant ready. So when I've made the humans to go in the rocket, I can just dump all the power in and was there straight away. It's got to be the way. Right, where are we at now? 92%. Not long now. Whilst that's pumping, oh look, this is started to wear out. Get the old repair tool out. Right, we're going to need copper, fabric, glass. That one I can fix. But these only copper, fabric, glass. Okay, what do these ones say? That's okay. Huh, they're okay. It's just wind turbines. One thing I did figure out with this game as well is that the sea will generate leeches which don't like light. So that thing over there, that's one of the leech pod thingies. Might be able to shoot it. Normally I have a laser, I can't. There we go. There we go. Right, the leeches should swim over here. There they are. You can see them in the water there coming over. Here they come. Now these guys, they don't like light, so What you can do when it's dark, they're going to jump up. They might not. But what you can do is you can just stand on the edge of your boat. Because your boat's got light on it, they won't come in. Here they are. So they won't jump in the boat now because of the light, but they'll stay here if I stay here. When they die, they turn into biomatter, which I can put in here, which creates diesel. See? Up top for thinking. The net as well should also be dropped. I forgot to put that down, but that should also be dropped all the time, because even when you're not moving around, that will still gather resources for you as well, which will include biomatter. So you get this organic matter. Instead of wasting your bullets by shooting these, which wouldn't normally do, they will, in the daytime, they will explode and die. See, there we go. And then you just generate some diesel. So that's the plan anyway. That's what you can do. You can harvest them that way. Right, what do we need? We need fabric. Let's just take that. What did I say? That shouldn't even be in there. What was it now I needed? Is it copper? Some more of that. Copper, fabric, iron, was it? I think it was. Drop that in there. Okay. We'll leave that there. Don't need all of that. %. We are rolling. Almost there. Might have generated all the power before I get there though, at this rate. Right, make sure you stick around because you're going to be here for the first rocket launch. No idea what's going to happen. Will it look epic? Will it look epic or will it look rubbish? We shall see. I'm hoping it'll look pretty epic because when you launch, I'm pretty sure there's like exhaust ports underneath the structure. So when you launch, hopefully the rocket exhaust will all... Oh, I need a glass. Damn it. %. Yeah, we need to go and grab some glass. Leeches. Do a bit of tidying up whilst we're here. Glass, there we go. Right. How am I still too heavy? All that iron. I think that made not much either, I don't think. There we go. Right, I think we're good. Oh, 99%. I said it before and I'll say it again. I'm really looking forward to this rocket launch. The task was I only had to make 1 human pod, but I've actually made the maximum, which is 3. Because I thought whilst I was away this would have charged up, but it didn't. So I was off making new humans to put in the rocket ship and it didn't work. So the power did not carry on generating whilst I wasn't here, which is really annoying. Right, let's fix this. Get the maximum power out we can. Right, we're good. Yeah, these don't need anything, so they're good. Oh, we've run out of power. Petrol. Good enough. We're literally there. The rocket is almost ready.
All systems are green.
We're good.
Is perfectly ready. We're on the verge. Just one step, one command away from everything we've worked for. It's all aligning now. Our time has finally come. Humanity is ready to reach for the stars once more.
Initiate the rocket launch. Here we go, boys. Right. We've got to go to mission control because that's got to be the best place to view this launch from. Why is that? Looks like the gantries across. I don't know if that's going to make a difference. Right, pull that back. All systems look good. It's exciting times. Right, so down, this is where the exhaust goes. You can see that there's still some sort of alien-y type infestation things down there. We don't need to clear those out. I'm pretty sure the exhaust is going to burn those out of there. Yes, here we go. There you go. You see, that's an exhaust port there, I think, just hanging off the side. Should be another one that side. So I'm hoping that this will just like right out of there. And that is the accurate sound effect, I think you'll find. I hope my ship's going to be alright down there. It's not going to get destroyed, but fingers crossed. I think we might have a weather delay. Won't see it take off if we get a massive storm. We're ready to go. Just don't want to launch yet. Not with a storm going. No, you can't even see it. This is no good. Damn you, weather. Some more robots here. Does that weather look like it's getting better? Nope. Come on, we just need a nice sunny day. If we get time, once I press the launch button, whether I can get time to run up the top and watch it from the top. Here we go. Weather's starting to look better. I reckon that looks good enough, doesn't it? That looks good enough. That looks good enough to me. Yes, we got time. Here we go.
20 seconds and counting. T-minus 15 seconds. Guidance is internal. 12, 11, 10, 9. Ignition sequence starts. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Engine running. Liftoff. We have liftoff.
Oh yeah, here we go. Now we're cooking.
Look at it. Humans ascending again, soaring into the heavens. You've done it. You've really done it. Do you feel this? This impossible joy.
Do not blow
It's
up.
happening, Caretaker. We've reached hope.
Do not do a challenger.
Something out there is calling to you. Do you hear it? It knows things we don't. Or perhaps things we once knew. A location has been received. Carry on.
Down to the last listener. I have been there before, but I couldn't get in. So maybe now that I've launched the ship, we're good. Well, that looked pretty epic to me. Awesome. I enjoyed that. It was well worth the wait. Right, off we go. Hello? Bit of Pavarotti. Well, that was inspiring. Let's just do a quick backup whilst we're here. So all I want to do is die and not have my progress saved for that. Did not want to do that. Okay, suck the power out of this. Right, let's go. Oh look, the rocket's rebuilding. Awesome. Where did that come from? How's the top going to get up there, though? Huh. What if it just takes time, or what's happening? There we go. Look, power's already been dumped into that battery. Awesome. Great stuff. Where's the top of that going to be coming from, though? The angels put it on there? I don't know. Hopefully it'll be there by the time we get back. Give myself a little bit more charge. Oh, hold on.
Capsule descends from above, a sign of gratitude for your dedication.
Aha.
Find it. This reward might hold keys for our continued survival.
What was that? Nice. Okay. Let's go and find out what that is. It's over there. Right, okay. Okay, that's weird. I wonder what's in there. Just jump on top of it? What happens? Ugh, didn't make it. She might just get on top of it then. It's got a little door open on it, must be. No. Thought I'd be close enough, but clearly not. Am I still not close enough to this? Oh man. Right, that's got to be close enough. Yes, here we go.
They have gone where we cannot, carried by your resolve. But this is not enough. More must rise, more must follow. This path cannot close. Not yet. Keep sending them, Caretaker. Keep humanity alive.
Oh, what's this? What are these? Quantum duplicator. Nice. Resources. Memory stuff. Getting overloaded with resources, but fell off. Oh, look, more. You definitely get a lot of resources out of this. Ooh, what's in there? Oh, is this just out the bottom of it? It is. Oh, I didn't need to jump on the top then, did I? Where's the ship? Alright, cool. So, you get extra resources out of the sky when you launch the rocket, or whatever it is. It's pretty cool. Right, let's unload this. those. All that in there. Awesome. Okay. All these memories in here as well. Now we're cooking. I have no idea how to use these though. Artifact module. Advanced quantum lens increases probability of doubling outputs by amplifying entangled. Literally no idea. Yeah, I don't know how to use those. It must go in the... Do they go in the fabricators somewhere? Oh, here. Maybe they go there. I don't think it's supposed to go that way around. Ah. Interesting. I have never seen those before. I noticed you could build those sorts of things. I didn't realise that's where they went. It's pretty cool. Sure I've got them in here somewhere. Maybe not. Ah, there they are. So it must be those. Similar to those things. Right, okay. It's pretty cool. Right, well, we don't need those. Right, let's have a look. Stack that lot up. Right, let's go and find that station again now. Actually, right, it is... This is the one I need to go to. Unfortunately, I don't have any diesel, so I'm not going to go there very quickly. Right, we'll just chill out here for a minute whilst we travel the 3 kilometers. it's one of the sharks. Those guys get a bit aggro. This kind of looks like the boat from Jaws, actually. Really do need to get some sort of way of being able to generate more diesel other than just biomatter. I've got lots of petrol now. I've got a big petrol tank down here. I can't use that. Yeah, we're going to be here a few minutes, I think. Get so much more speed out of this boat when it's running with diesel power as well. Where's that place? Helios Reserve. Have been there before. I think you can use these, the ones that look like this, I think they're sort of solar panel sort of things. You can repair those up and just store up loads of power on those. And these ones, I think you're supposed to be able to like just get some like fuel out of it. I've drained the diesel and petrol off of this one, I think. But they don't generate it, whereas up here, the Black Vein station does generate oil. You can pump the oil from the seabed from that one. But then you need a like a refinery, which I can't build at the moment. I don't have the skill set for it. Which is down. These are things I can build. I think this is it here. Yeah, the distillation tower. It generates diesel and petrol. That's what I need. I need the next level up. I need this thing. I've got one of these on the rocket station already. That was already there. I just repaired it. So that's there, good. This is the critical thing. I definitely need this. Not far to go now on the XP tree though, I don't think. I'm not sure what happens when you get to the end of that though. Well, whilst we're waiting, if you've managed to make it this far and you're watching in the future, thank you for watching until this point. You've seen me build a little bit of electricity power plant on the rocket station and you've seen the rocket take off. First time. And it was fully loaded as well. The task was only to put one human in there, but I put 3. I filled it right up. So maybe that has a modifier on what resources you get back as well in the capsule. Don't know. We'll see with the next launch, maybe. If you're here now, thank you for stopping by and sticking with it for this long. I say this is a chill game. It's pretty relaxing. You just wander around, clear off some of the infestation that's usually on these places. They've got like alien tendrils and pods and things, and full of like bees and leeches and spidery things. Get rid of all of those, clear the place off, restore the power, get it all working. There's no rush, you know, you just take your time. Now, I have been to the last listener station before, and I got most of it cleared out, I think, if I remember rightly, but couldn't get into the communications room. I needed a special clearance for that. I don't know if I've now got that, or I need to find it on here somewhere. I have to say, this game has come on quite a bit already in the time that I first started playing it. I've been playing it now for, I'm not sure now, it's quite a few hours, and yeah, when I first started playing it, there was a few bugs, especially the graphic glitch bug where when you would shoot the gun, that would cause a frame. Oh.
There's very little known about this facility. Perhaps the top of that tower is our best bet.
I would hazard a guess it is. Yeah, so yeah, it had bugged that when you were shooting the pistols on the rifles and things like that, that would actually get a massive frame rate drop. Game would crash occasionally as well. It was quite frustrating, but the devs fixed it. And you can't knock them for that. Any dev that will, or dev team that will actually listen to what's happening and take some feedback. Appreciate that. Get myself docked. I'm pretty sure I've got power to this station. So I think this lift works. Yes. Had to climb up there first, I think. Oh, there was a few protection droids on here as well. I had to clear those bad boys off as well. Right. Where do we go? Yeah. Okay, this has got some oxygen, I think, as well. Don't know why, but it does. Right. can get in here now. Yeah, I couldn't get in here before.
It would seem to be another relay, but this one looks different to the others. Let's activate it.
Okay, let's do it. Right, let's get rid of this stuff first. All the biomatter. We've got some ultra tech stuff in here as well, so that's quite good. Scrap that in a minute. Get the good loot. Right. Okay. Power cable. It's charging pretty quick, actually. Maybe I set up a battery reserve on this one already as well. Yeah, I did. Oh, it's drained that. Oh, look, there's another memory there. Take those as well. Yeah, so I've fixed all of this already in preparation. Just need to wait for this to power up now. Another long wait, no doubt. How are we looking? Yeah, it's going to take a minute. Okay. Scrap these then. If you find anything that's like that, glowing, worth dismantling, you get the ultra tech scrap out of it, you get the good loot, the good resources out of that. Yeah, this is the stuff it makes, the ultra tech scrap. You get the neutronium and the plasma gel out of that stuff, which is what you need for quite a few things. Okay, well, we're going to be a minute waiting for this. Not too long though. This is actually a lot quicker than waiting for the rocket to power up. That took forever. Where's the elevator-y thing? There it is. Oh no, I've drained all the power out of the system. Oh no. Oh, that's annoying. Where's the boat? It's down here somewhere, isn't it? Uh-oh, this is going to kill me. Oh, that was lucky. That was a lot of luck involved in that. Okay. Got the good resources off. I can't, that's full up. Everything's so heavy. Build another big box. maybe I didn't need to use that. Oh, maybe that built more than I needed. Okay. Right, quickly just build this and get so we got a bit of room. Where should we put it? Over here. Does that mean that's now broken? Oh, it's depleted. That's depleted. Oh, I used them all up. Probably shouldn't have used that for building a crate. Let's put the good stuff in here. Right. Let's go and see if that's now recharged. Can't tell if that's moving or not. Go the long way round. That's not good. Sometimes these things glitch out. Restart the power. There we go. Looks like it's still taking power. Can't be much longer, surely. Getting there. Why has it stopped at 84? Oh, okay, it's still going up. This is why. Not the best wind turbine. When I came over here, that must have been the best I could make at the time. Could improve it, I suppose. Oh, that was pretty close as well, actually. Probably closer than it needed to be. build all the parts for the better one. This is the one. Where's all the plastic? Thought I had some plastic here somewhere. Obviously not. Right. Let's go and replace this turbine anyway. Oh, the leeches. Right. Build this. Not that one. Why am I not building this? No. Only got 2 alloy frames. Now we could do it. This is the one we want. This is why I always like to build wind turbines, because these obviously don't work at the night, whereas the wind turbines will always generate power. They work better when there's a storm on, but it's still pretty low, isn't it? Nearly there. The hardest thing about this game is working out what to do whilst you're waiting for things like this. So we'll leave that open just in case. Yeah, I'm not sure it's worth repairing those at the moment. I'm not even sure why they're there. Maybe it'll become apparent when this is fixed. We'll see. We shall see. Almost there. Right, we're good. Click the switch.
Words from the listener. Yet, did you truly think only seed vaults carried our hope?
There we go. No idea what they mean though. Oh, what's this? That looks like the seed vault. So that looks exactly like that icon. Oh, that was the original one. Oh, so we've got more locations? There's loads. Everywhere. Ah, there's lots of them. Okay. Well, this will be the one I need to go to next. Which is pretty cool. I really want to go and find out what that is. Let's sail over there. Do we need these now? I don't think we need this power cable now. Do not want to do that. Give that back. Right, yeah. That should now power the battery again. Yeah, we're good. Save the game. Job's a good one. And now should be able to use this lift again now. Right, this new seed vault is not far away. Let's go and check it out. Looks like it must be underwater. I did pick up some new skills as well. Oh yes, I desperately need this. Methane tank, don't really need. Let's just fill out the rest of this. It's definitely underwater. I wonder how deep that's going to be. That shark's over there as well, circling. God, I hope it's not 160 meters down. we're definitely here. Okay. Might need to increase my pressure. Just put everything in the pressure because I'm not sure how deep this is going to be. Let's go. 100 meters down. Brilliant. Okay. It's a little bit beyond my depth, but I will survive long enough, I think. Going underneath? Looks like we do. Okay. It's just a seed vault. Quick, close it. Uh-oh. That's counting down. Why are they all counting down? That can't be good. What am I supposed to do with this? Like, just hold on to it? There we go, we're back. Problem is, this takes an hour. It only lasts an hour, I think. It's going to take me forever to... It'll take me forever to get it to the Lazarus station from here, I think. Yeah, so that's only got an hour on it. I don't know if there's enough time to get this to the Lazarus station or not. Oh no. Can't I build? Uh-oh. Data storage chip. What do I need for that? Where is that? Plastic. I knew it. I knew there was a problem with plastic. Okay, well, we know what it is now. It's another seed vault, basically a load of seed vaults. I'm going to have to build humanity up a little bit more at a time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to call it there. I think we know what we've done. We've managed to launch a rocket. We've got the last listener station up and running, all powered up. Now all I need to do is figure out how I'm going to generate more diesel now that I can create a diesel distillation thingy. But that I will need to go to... show you what I mean. I need to go to this station up here. This pumps oil, and I can build a refinery up there, and that way I can go to these seed vaults, or in fact there's actually one over here as well by the look of it, which is quite close to the Lazarus complex. It makes much more sense to go over here and grab those ones. There's also some still in the seed vault as well, so I think that'll be my next mission. For next time, we'll head over to the oil refinery station, build everything up from there, and then we'll go back and have a look and see if the rocket's rebuilt. So we'll call it there. Thanks for watching. If you made it this far, you are legendary, and I appreciate everything, all the time you spend here with me. It's great. It's been pretty slow on the chat. We've not had much chat going on, but it's been good of you to sit by and watch anyway. Probably some of you are not actually at your computers probably, but if you did make it this far, thank you again. And next time we'll head out and get some more of this infrastructure rebuilt. In the meantime, take care of yourselves, be good to each other and be kind and all that stuff. And I'll see you guys in the next one.